Hey, what's up guys? It's your boy Beast Mode here with A-symetrix Gaming, and today we got our third favorite character build, and that is Cheryl. So basically I like to use Cheryl most of the time because I can't trust a lot of people with being the healer, so I usually take it upon myself to be the healer. I actually consider myself one of the best Cheryls as far as healing. I do watch people's health like a hawk when I am playing support. I try not to focus on a lot of the battle most of the time. I just like to see how they're doing in health and what they're going up against. Like if they're going up against the boss, um, see how much support they're gonna need in that battle. Um, but yeah, let's get into it. So we got the 4 points in the Shems Plus. So I put the 4 points in this because you do need the 30%, and 30% just heals everybody, including the the warriors. Um, Back when I first started, I actually only used 1 point in this because I thought that you basically just 30% healed yourself. But after testing, it was pretty much for everybody. So you pretty much need this, especially for tanky characters like leaders or warriors. Um, and she probably does it the best, and she gets this the other perk where she recovers 125 even more when you prestige her to level 1. Um, you just want to get the max healing as possible. I mean, that's what she is. She's one of the ultimate healers. Next, we got the 1 point in R for Dodger because we kind of have to put it here. But regardless, I think you still might need it so you can do your 3 dodges when you max out your pink Fs. After that, we are going to go 2 points in Seeing Stars. So one of a couple of weapons I actually like to use with Cheryl is Sledgehammer, Spear, and Mace. Or recently, I just found out that the fucking staff is fucking amazing for balance bar. It's actually pretty fucking nuts. So I've actually started using the staff over the sledgehammer with Cheryl. Um, the staff is that shit cracks. That shit cracks balance bar real fucking quick. The only thing is, um, well, the spear and the staff are very good at doing the balance bar damage, but I think they're terrible weapons against Necro because I feel like it's really hard for those type of weapons to break the shield pretty fast. I think for Necro, the sledge or mace might actually be better for that. Um, yeah, but if it's not Necro, the staff or the spear, really good freaking weapons for balance bar damage. They really do some crazy damage for that. Next, I will put 1 point here, pretty much to unlock the tree this way here. 1 point for Fear No Evil. Again, we gotta unlock this tree even more. Next, we will go 1 point in Arcane Knowledge. And the reason we're going here is because we want to go the 3 points on Fast Forward. I talked a little bit about this with my leader Annie, that you want to make the objective faster because the faster the objective finishes, that's damage you're not taking. So that's the way I like to see this. The faster this objective goes, let's say you're taking out like 30 seconds, that's 30 seconds of damage you're not taking. And I think that fits perfectly with the support role because your role is to prevent them from or minimizing the damage that they're taking. And with this, you're cutting down at least 30 seconds from the objective point. I think it's very valuable to have this move quickly. So altogether, you might cut down like a minute from both objectives. Oh, it's a whole minute of damage you didn't take. I'm just estimating the time. I'm not saying it's 30 seconds. It could be more or less 30 seconds. All right. Next, we are gonna go 1 point in first aid. I'm only putting this because I mean we have to unlock this skill tree here. We are gonna put 2 points in deep pockets for Shem's Cola. You want them to carry all your supports. You want them to carry as many colas as possible. It's just what it is. You wanna be. I mean, you wanna be the healer that you're meant to be. Have these colas ready. Next, we got 1 point on packing pop. I really don't like this. Back in the beginning, I used to put 2 in this, but realistically, there's enough colas in the map to find that you really don't need to waste a point to carry an extra pop. Usually there's not an issue about finding pops, and even solo queue people will still drop you the colas, like if you ask for it. Unless you're playing with a new team, they're not gonna know. But I mean, you can't do anything about that unless you tell them and they actually listen. But for the most part, you don't need to spend 1 point on this. You find enough colas. It's never been an issue. Next, you want to put the 4 points in industrial strength. So you want your character to be as tanky as possible. The healer, or being the healer, you're gonna get targeted a lot. Just like the leader, you're gonna get targeted a lot. The reason you get targeted is because they want you to waste your colas on yourself, and that's kind of the reason why you kind of want to make sure you increase your balance bar and have a good balance bar weapon, and are able to run to your warrior so they can protect you, and just let the warrior get in between you and the damage you're taking. You want to be able to help them break the balance bar as fast as possible so they can kill it. And you want to make it harder for the demon to be able to take you out with all this HP. You also have the 5 points on pink Fs that you could do. Along with that, we are going to go up here. 1 point on Wick Splitter to open up the tree on Tougher Than Hell. Goes again with being tanky as fuck. You want to make sure that you're able to survive, you're able to dodge, reduce the damage you're taking because you're going to be targeted a lot. Be able to go to your warrior to defend you or get in the demon's face. You just want to be able to survive and tank as much damage as possible so you're not wasting the colas. And one of the things that I hate about other Cheryls is that they're not using their ult ability. I feel like a lot of Cheryls that I see, they just don't pop this ability. One of the reasons that I think I'm one of the best Cheryls is that I do pop this ability like a lot. I'm always topping everybody. I'm watching their health like a hawk, topping their abilities to try and minimize how many colas I'm actually using in the match. You just want to keep popping this as much as possible. Never forget. A lot of the times, even when I'm in battle, or let's say there's a possess, and we're in the middle of the battle, I'll just drop this healing, so we're constantly in that healing aura, so we're not taking real damage. It's kind of just being deducted from this while we're fighting to break the balance bar, and usually it works out. I don't know if that made any sense, but I hope it did. Like I said, just you're fighting a possessed, sometimes by yourself. I mean, if that's the case, drop this down, start breaking the balance bar. It gives you a little bit of healing so you don't go down, because you do get some. This healing's touch doesn't really get interrupted. I mean, you don't get pushed out of it, so you kind of go into an iframe putting this down, which is pretty good, because if you're trying to go one-on-one with the possessed, like, I mean, I'm not saying this is one of the things you have to do, but it does happen a lot of times being targeted, and sometimes you are kind of just a little bit away from your team, this will give you a little bit of chance of not dying quick enough and you being able to break that balance bar to give you some room for escape and not be so fucked up when you're going out trying to get away from the demon. And as far as the the 5 points that I would get once that procedure, I mean, I already have red 26, so I am putting it in the Seeing Stars. I think that this is pretty necessary to have, especially with the weapons I mentioned. You know, the staff, spear, sledge, mace. It's very good. Just to have this, you want to break that shit as fast as possible. As far as the other couple points, I would put it in hollow points. I don't really want to put it on Devastating Force because I don't want to be in combat like with Cheryl. Like, you just want to have enough to break the balance bar, get out of the way, let your warrior deal with it, and then you can start shooting with the 3 points and hollow points, doing those headshots. And then that final point, I'll probably put it down here. And I guess I'll talk about the the reason why I don't pick some of this stuff as well, I guess, huh? So I don't put the points on amulets because I'm not really using amulets on the team. I give them strictly to the warriors. I feel like they benefit more from it than the rest of the team. I mean, occasionally, like, if we have too many, then I'll occasionally pop an amulet, but for the most part, this is just carrying amulets, more amulets for your warrior. And I mean, they can carry their own amulets, and everybody else, you know, those 3 other characters are able to carry 3 amulets as well. They can all carry amulets. So I don't think this is needed unless I mean, if you're going through this route, then so be it. You got to do what you got to do, but I think this is eh. I think it's better to have the points in these sections here. Next, I really hate these type of points down here. You know, at the beginning, I was like, oh, this is pretty broken. Put 3 points in this. We'll put 1 point in here. This, all for revival. Yeah, that's all great, but you really should not be playing the match to die or to get the revive. I might have spoken a little bit about this with the leader, with I can still help kind of thing. You're kind of playing to get downed, but with this game, I don't think that you should be playing to get downed. If it happens, it happens. You still got that 1 point. You're still gonna do some decent recovery, but a lot of times you might not even get that revive. You know, you're not the person that's designated to do the revive. Like, when you're in chaos, you're not gonna be the one. If it's clear, yeah, go for the revive. If you have a chance to get it, great. It's all good for you. But sometimes when you're going down, it's because there was a lot of chaos, and you might not be the one that gets the revive. So all these points might actually be kind of a waste. And I think that 15% is just enough to be able to recover. I mean, this 15%, I've seen it, and it is pretty good. It's enough. It's enough to get you by. What else? Also, another thing I do hate about other Cheryls is kind of just popping colas like crazy. So a lot of the times what I would do is I will, if the warrior, let's say the warrior is in combat, right, and everybody is full health, I will specifically try and get in the way of the possessed that the warrior has already been fighting, so I can drain my health just as little as possible, but also doing the balance bar. And in that time that that the balance bar does get broken, that's when you drink. So you actually did a lot more input than just trying to heal your warrior. Your warrior's not going to get fully topped off from your heal, but you want to maximize the heal that you do by putting in at least a little bit of extra work yourself. You know, sometimes I'll even wait, you know, let the hunter get a little low in health, and I won't heal. Sometimes we might be low on colas because we've been wasting them from pure damage. So a lot of the times, like let's say the hunter, right? He's low on health. I won't drink a cola. It's better to just let them die or wait for your ult ability to heal them, because with your ult ability, the hunter will actually get a lot more health than, let's say, the warrior, the leader. They'll get pretty topped off with just a regular heal. And that's what I mean by Cheryls need to pop their ult ability a lot more often. Always try to have everybody in your team topped off. Yeah, I think that's pretty much everything I got to say about Cheryl. How to play Cheryl. Yeah, just try to get everybody to put in their work, the way that I see it. Like, if only one person is low in health, get other people or the rest of your team to get in there. Maybe the leader has to get a little bit in the battle right there. He might lose a little health, but you know, in the end, we were able to put in some damage in all together, and we were able to maximize that cola for heal, instead of just me wasting that one cola on a single warrior that was in the battle. You know, the warrior will have to. What I recommend is the warrior back off for a little bit from the possessed or the boss unit, and actually go and attack a basic regular unit and just do finishers until, you know, we finish our rotation of going in the battle. I think that's how it should be played. I think that's the way that you can maximize the things that you do with Cheryl or with your support. I think that's all I got. But yeah, if you have any questions, just leave a comment, like, and subscribe. I'll try to keep making more videos. I know the game is slowly dying, but I am excited for the new update. I can't wait. I will be trying to maximize our prestige Ruby when she comes out. As I have said, I do love the leader class. Hopefully she does have some good abilities we can use for that, to actually have more fun. And hopefully we do get some more demons in. And the same demons getting kind of boring as well. And, you know, demon mains probably getting bored of, you know, the same demons as well. But yeah, that's all I got. Alright, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.